Rock your positive attitude. Yo!
Coming up, the G.I. Joe Classified Series, number 115, Franklin Airborne Talltree. Stick around. What's up and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video we're going to be unboxing the G.I. Joe Classified Series number 115 Franklin Airborne Talltree. So this is our little Easter special. I'm going to tell you now, happy Easter, even though today is actually Saturday, Easter's tomorrow. We're going to film ahead of time, get this uploaded tomorrow on Easter, so that way we can have some family time and, you know, step away from the camera for a moment. First, before we get into this, I would like to thank every single one of you guys out there who actually subscribe to the channel. We have passed our halfway point through 400 on the way to 500. So we're at 556 at the time of this video. Please keep them likes and thumbs up coming. Comment if you like. I'll try to reply to every single comment we get. It really means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much from Hayden and I both. Thank you for the support, and we'll keep pushing out the content. You just keep supporting us. Thank you so much. Okay, so anyways, here is the G.I. Joe Classified Airborne. As you can see, look over his box. He's got a bunch of accessories, different types of goggles in there, helmet, backpack. He looks cool. I wanted to actually save him for last because I thought he looked the best out of the current wave, apart from the retros. The retros aren't counted. But I thought he looked really good, and I was excited to get him. Been waiting for him for a long time, so he's going to definitely be going with the Dragonfly once that comes out. So we'll take a look at the side. Here you go. Here's his QR code. There are some stats for you. Flip around to the back. You got the stats again. So nice little backdrop here. You see the volcano erupting. I guess he's on Easter Island or something. You know, you got those heads. There's a dragonfly up in the background. It almost looks like there's maybe somebody jumping out of it. Unless that's a scratch on the box, I'm not really sure. On the side right here, you have some rank. You have the side of his helmet right here. Pretty cool. Over to the side, you have a close-up of the artist render. Looks great. Shot at the bottom, UPC and nothing. And the top, you got the star and stripes and 115. So now, let's go ahead and get him popped open. But first, please subscribe to the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get him popped open. Get our little Temu letter opener. Snip that. Pop him open. First we get crap. Go ahead and take it on out of the box. Set that to the side. And here we go. So here's Airborne in his plastic dungeon. We will go ahead and go over the accessories first and get to the figure and his articulation as usual, and then throw him in a pose, toss him on the turntable, and give you final thoughts. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the weapons. So here you have a little knife. It's nice looking. More of a straight blade. It's all black in that matte paint. A little too flimsy though. Looks pretty good. Got a couple of grooves on the handle. Yeah, it looks nice. Have we gotten this before? It might be new. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Next, he's got a pistol. There you go, pretty neat. Again, it's all black with that matte paint. It has this piece coming off of the tip right here. So I guess the barrel, you know, running through is just extended a bit. You could probably put a blast effect on there, one of the ones with the hollow plugs that you can go into it. So that might work for that. Overall, pretty neat. This may be a new one too. I think so. All right, next. All right, we're gonna cut this and then pop out a little submachine gun. Almost looks like a Thompson. Pretty cool. No foldable stock, which needs to be foldable. Why aren't you doing that? You see a nice little grip up in the front, and with the tip, barrel comes out. You have the suppressor right here. So maybe you can go ahead and take that and plug that onto the pistol. There you go. So now you got a suppressed pistol. And you could put a blast effect in the end of that. very neat. So interchangeable, you know, you can do what you want. Kind of like this though, so I'm gonna leave that on there. And go down to the magazine, and it is removable. Nice. Cool deal. Very nice. Alright, next, go to the backpack. And of course, you know, you got this one. We've seen it before. You know, it's Duke's backpack. But this one is all brown. You see the 2 canteens on the side, black shovel, a little bit of detail, you know, some wrinkling and all that good stuff. Peg to plug into the back of the figure. All right, color looks nice. I think the modern one was on khaki color. So next, we're gonna go ahead and take out these goggles right here. Maybe they're goggles or blinders, you know, whatever, in case maybe he's up in the air too high and the sun's too bright. But pretty neat, like an OD green color, wide so it can fit around the helmet. Cool. Next, he has some regular goggles that would fit around the head. You see it's got like a gray paint job to it. The lenses are kind of like a light metallic blue. They look really nice. Yeah. The sheen when it comes off of it kind of pops some. I like that. Looks nice. All right, next, you have this little front of the helmet attachment. So what are these? It could be binoculars or lights or something. Not exactly sure. He's looking through them, so I would assume probably some type of binocular. You know, zoom in, you get to see what he's looking at. This will attach to the helmet, obviously. If you look closer, they are actually like that light metallic blue like on the goggles. They're not silver. It's just the light's picking it up a little odd. But cool. The rest of it's all gray, and they look pretty nice. Kind of like the ones we got with Tunnel Rat. All right, next you have his helmet, which looks like a typical paratrooper helmet. So all green. There's the space on the front to plug those goggles into, or binoculars, whatever. Here is the brown chin strap that's already opened. You got a few gids and gadgets around the side, a few wires running here and there. I'm assuming he's got some headphones in the side of that so he can hear what's going on. And then we'll go ahead and piece that stuff up in a moment, but first, let's go ahead and get to Airborne himself. All right, so here he is. He looks nice. You see he's got his flight jumpsuit on. He's got this brown harness, you know, running from the vest down onto his legs. He's got the light blue vest, well, maybe more of a like a pale blue. There's some ranking on the side. Grenade is the knife sheath right here. There's some green in the vest. He's got them brown elbow pads. Looks pretty good. Let's see. So the vest does not come off, and it's attached to his belt, which is attached to the rest of the harness. Over here you have this drop leg holster, and you can fit the pistol in there as well as the suppressor. So let's go get a close-up of his face. Nice new head sculpt. Pretty detailed too. Looks pretty good. The way, not from the camera, but from my point of view, the way the light's hitting the hair, it almost looks like he has some gray in there. That would work out pretty nice if it actually did look like that, so it's pretty cool. All right, let's check out his articulation. So the head will move side to side. The neck can rotate as well. The neck can revolve as well. The head can move forward that far and back that far. So pretty good articulation, especially with the vest. It can do a full 360. Check out his arms. His joints are really tight. Seems about as far as it's going to go. His arms can come out that far. He does have butterfly joints at the shoulders. He does have bicep rotation. There is also double jointed pinless elbows. A lot of new pieces here. I like this. Come down to the hand. You have the hinge peg in the hand itself and that wrist. And we see this will allow, it can move downward and upward. Come over to this side and we see if it's the same way or is it in and out. All right, this one's a little bit different, so this can move outward and inward. So you got two different hinges on each hand. All right, coming down, Sure, there's some ab crunch in there, but with that vest and harness, there's no way you can even, you know, mess with it to find out. It does have waist swivel. He's got drop legs. Move down here to these nice tight knees. Damn, they're tight. There's your double jointed pinless knees. Jeez, man, can you hear it popping? It's crazy. All right, there is no calf rotation, but he does have a ankle rotation right up there, as you can see at the bottom of the pant line and top of this boot here. There is a hinge in the ankle itself, so you can move the foot that far forward and you can move it that far up. And then you also have your side-to-side pivot. All right, so cool. Go ahead and set him down. All right, so we're going to take a look at these different type of attachments that can go with the helmet. So first, we'll go ahead and check this piece out. And you plug it right on there like that. So if you were to put it on his head, you know, try to bring that front down and see how close those goggles actually fit to fitting over his eye socket area. He's still got a little bit of space in there, even though I got it pulled down pretty far. There's still a little space. That's all right. I don't want to use them. I'm not really feeling them. We'll take that off and we'll check out the regular goggles. So even if you didn't want to have them with the helmet on, you can just leave the goggles on like that. I kind of actually like that look, but we're going to try the different views. See what the best one would be. So got the goggles on. Let's go ahead and pop the helmet back on. That one looks pretty good. Kind of feeling that. Looks nice. And then again, if you want to do these larger goggles, I think that the front of these should maybe be a different color. Kind of look that way, you know, with some of the classic figures. But you don't have to if you don't want to. I just thought that'd be a nice idea. Position upright. Yeah, I guess. Okay, next, we'll take this knife and go ahead and slide that up in that little cross sheath across his vest. Come down to the holster and we'll pop the pistol in right there. We'll take the suppressor off of that SMG just to kind of poke it in there so you can see the suppressor on the front of the holster. So, I mean, if you don't want to have him carry this, he doesn't have to, or you can just have it more compact, you know, without the suppressor on it. For me, I think I'll use it. The way this hand looks like that, you know, he could almost look like he'd be maybe holding a radio. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. We'll flip around to the back and we go ahead and see how the holes run completely through the vest and into the back of the figure. Just take the peg on that backpack and slide it through both and in like that. There you go. And then unfortunately there's going to be nowhere to put this, but that's okay. Like I said, I wasn't really feeling it. But we'll go ahead and bring this left hand up and we'll slide his weapon on down like that. And I wonder if I should actually have him holding it up, you know, something like this. Maybe I can take a radio off one of the other figures or something and have it up like this. Alright, so I think that's how I'm going to have him posed. It's not, you know, nothing super ridiculously special, but, you know, get that leg kind of popped out. You know, maybe he's just waiting for a call or something, or he's on standby for something. Something like that. I'm going to go ahead and pop 2 figure lab stands in his feet just to give him some more stability. Alright, so I think this is how I'm going to display him. Maybe he's holding his hand up to his head so he can hear a little bit better, you know, through those headphones. So yeah, I kind of like that. So it looks better with the stands in. For comparison, I'm going to go ahead and bring out Mutt. So kind of have him standing here, maybe giving him orders, you know, you need to do this, blah, 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 blah. He's got a bit of a height advantage on Mutt. You know, Mutt's a little bit shorter. But overall, they look good. Look pretty good together. All right, so anyways, we're going to go ahead and get Airborne thrown up on the turntable, and then we will give you some final thoughts.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Be sure to check out our previous videos. A link will always be pinned in the comments.
Now back to G.I. Joe.
Alright, so here is the G.I. Joe Classified Series, number 115, Franklin Airborne Talltree. Awesome. Been waiting for this figure. I decided to do him last out of the classified run that we just got, just because I wanted to save kind of my best for last. You know, retros excluded, I wanted to go ahead and get them popped out because they're awesome in any way. But Airborne's the one I was waiting for, probably mostly, and then Metalhead beside him. This was my Joe, Metalhead was my Cobra. But yeah, they really brought out the style of the OG. You know, he's got that jumpsuit, the vest, the helmet, the backpack, little SMG in his left hand. I went ahead and took the suppressor and put it in his holster because if he's paratrooping or whatever, he wants to have as little of weight as possible in his hands when he's coming down. So that's why I went ahead and took that out, and he's got that ready to go. He's holding his right hand up to his helmet. Maybe he's got a little bit of crosswind air, you know, going in through the helmet, and it's maybe distorting some of the sounds or, you know, signals he's getting from headquarters. So I got him kind of, you know, maybe trying to block that wind or push the headphone a little bit closer to his ear so he can hear a little bit more clear. And he's in that action pose. Maybe he's actually standing on a platform, you know, getting ready to jump out of a giant plane or out of the helicopter or something like that and just go straight into battle. But very cool. I like how you can fit all the accessories on him, which is great. You can mix and match and customize him pretty much any way you want. He looks really good. So overall, I'm satisfied. If you don't have him, definitely pick him up. He is popping up in stores. I have not seen him at any, you know, major retailers out there. I've only seen him in a specialty store, which is Third Eye Comics in Annapolis, Maryland. They had quite a few. I stopped in there this morning as we were going to the SPCA because I decided to adopt a cat. Yeah. But anyways, hope everyone has a blessed and happy Easter. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. So please, if you did, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.